Welcome back inside the State Champs Studios for another edition of Hockey Time. I'm Jonathon Kidd along with Sean Baligian. Sean, it's the regional finals.
Yeah, you know what? Some great hockey already. You know, I know you were out, I was out. Got to see a lot of the action both, Wednesday and then again Saturday, and let's do it again. You know, it's weird, though, John, because, you know, obviously there were some power outages and some games had to be moved, et cetera, but it's weird to have, like, all the games on Wednesday. In years gone by, you know, guys like me and you, we were able to go out on a Wednesday night and then a Thursday night. Everything's going to be on Wednesday, so we have to fix our schedules accordingly.
This is when the cloning needs to get in.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. You know, I'll get to it in a second, but I may as well say it now. I know I'm going to be out at Heartland-Clarkston. That is a game that I think a lot of people have had a circle around for a long time now. And then as soon as that one's done, I'm going to go out and watch the KLA matchup between Salem and Livonia Stevenson out in Novi. But, yeah, I mean, to everybody out there, good luck this weekend. And both John and I wish we could clone each other to go watch some of this great MHSAA hockey.
State Champs Hockey Time is presented by our friends at the Alta Equipment Company. So, Sean, people have been saying in the comments from last week, hey, you need to show a bracket, an updated bracket. Well, here's the bracket. It's on your screen right now. We're going to talk about Division I right now. What sticks out to you?
Good job with those graphics, by the way. That's great. I'm going to say it again. Heartland and Clarkston is, I think that's the one that a lot of people have been looking at for quite some time. I think we all know by now, look, Clarkston isn't just a cute story. Yeah. This is a dangerous team. Heartland making the jump up to Division I, that is really intriguing. I know I said this at the start of the playoff. I'll say it again. I'm intrigued at the west side. I'm intrigued at Mona and Forest Hill Central. Mona's getting right at the right time. Forest Hill Central, you know, it's been a crescendo for them. They've gradually been building up. So that is really, really intriguing to me. So, you know, when you start with Division I, there are, how about Stoney Creek? You know, a few weeks ago we were talking and said, hey, there's a good story brewing with Stoney Creek. Little did we know, here they are. That should be a good game with RU. So,
and you got in the Lansing area, Capital City Capitals and the Eastside Stars. That game's going to be played at Mount Ice Arena.
Yeah, this is one that we talked about a couple weeks ago, that, you know, there's a budding rivalry going there, and we kind of put a circle around that. And, you know, when you talk about Eastside, you got to talk about goaltending, and that's so important this time of year.
You got an all-MAC regional final with Chippewa Valley United and Anchor Bay.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued at that. And I'll tell you, I was out at USA. I got a chance to see M1 win last week. I got a chance to see Catholic Central win. Coach Fox has done such a good job with M1. That is another one that we're going to be looking at. Brighton and Saline. Coach Zagata's done such a great job there. Cavisto's getting them right at the right time. You know, we've said it for how many years now. Brighton is Brighton. They find a way this time of year. And listen, we've been talking up that Salem team. Boy, do they have an opportunity to make a big statement against Livonia Stevenson. That should be a dandy on Wednesday night.
Time now for our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. I am joined today by the head coach at Rochester Stoney Creek High School, Steve Emery. Steve, welcome to Hockey Time. So last Friday, you guys beat Lake Orion in the regional semifinal, and now you guys are going to play Rochester United in the regional final. So talk about the win and the matchup coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was nice for the boys to get a win. They took it to us pretty good early in the year, so it was nice to kind of repay the favor there. And then it's going to be nice for our community in Rochester having the first time being Division I, and we make it to the regional final against our crosstown rival. So it should be a good one for the community.
And just talk about the turnaround that you guys had. You guys were off to a slow start. So what's happening now that's causing this turnaround?
Yeah, we added a few guys after the start of this season, which definitely has helped. And on top of that, everyone started just buying into their role, doing it to the best of their ability, and just kind of building towards our ultimate goal, which was a regional final appearance and ultimately, hopefully, going for that trophy.
Lastly, I ask every coach this on the Coach's Corner. Why do you love coaching high school hockey?
I just love the development of seeing these guys come in at 15, 16 years old and then leaving after being part of our program for 2, 3, years, and just being a part of that's awesome. The community aspect of high school hockey opposed to travel is something that's always been appealing to me. So that's really the two reasons why I've really fallen in love with the high school game.
All right, so thank you very much, Coach, for joining us here on the Coach's Corner, and good luck to you guys on Wednesday. And thank you for all your continued support for Hockey Time.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you guys for all you guys do.
All right, so that was our Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association.
Lawrence Technological University's Exploration Day is quickly approaching. This event is for high school sophomores, juniors, and seniors interested in exploring the dynamic career and educational opportunities at LTU. Join us on March 24th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and explore careers, participate in 3 hands-on sessions, discover the rich variety of LTU programs, and more. Visit explorationday.ltu.edu for more information.
Let's take a look at the bracket in Division II. The best regional finals has to be Marquette and LP.
No doubt about it. I dubbed it the Region of Doom for a reason, and I think you've seen it play itself out. That is a game, gosh, I wish I was up there. We may have a correspondent up there, by the way. I'm not going to mention any names, but we may have a correspondent up there for that one.
And shout out to Alpena, the community, for that game on Saturday against Traverse City Central. Over 2,300 fans.
Is that unbelievable? I mean, just absolutely remarkable. And you know what? 2 teams that really can make a run all the way, John. They really can. Midland and Saginaw Heritage, I know they played a few weeks ago, but that should be a dandy. J.J. Bamberger has done such a great job for so long. This has been one of those teams that's been going like this year, though, you know. And let's see.
That tough schedule.
Yeah, let's see if they're ready to do it. Grand Rapids Christian is a team that we've had ranked at various times this year. They are going to have their hands full against Byron Center. I mean, they are still, to a lot of people, the team to beat. Portage and Matawan, I'm intrigued at that one because, you know, there's some good things coming out of that region. Lakeland has an opportunity to make a giant statement. You know, I mean, I've had them ranked all year for a reason, and there are a lot of people that feel like Brother Rice is the team to beat. Boy, what a statement that would be for the Eagles. Shout out to my cousin. Always have to bring that up. They had a huge win at SCS. St. Clair Shores Unified taking on De La Salle. You know, Coach Clark, one of the best in the business, great guy as well. Here's one I got to circle around. UAD Jesuit and Livonia Churchill.
Yeah, that's an intriguing.
That is a very, very intriguing matchup. I think you have 2 goaltenders that can do some work there. Price, obviously, is one of the best in the state. And then the rematch of that game back just, almost a couple months ago. What was it, first week of January when Allen Park knocked off Trenton. Trenton's been going like this. The Jags, you know, they'd love nothing more. So every one of these, John, boy, there's some intrigue.
And with the Trenton and Allen Park game, this is the first time that Trenton and Allen Park has played each other in the playoffs since 2006.
Isn't that amazing? Absolutely
Because obviously
incredible.
Trenton's been in Division II, Allen Park's been in Division III over these years.
Heck of a year for the Jags. I mean, you almost are tempted to say you take it for granted what Trenton does. I mean, honestly, it's almost like, oh, of course, well, Trenton's. It's not that easy, and it's a testament to what that coaching staff continues to do. Chad, Coach Knighting, all those guys that just do a great job coaching the kids up and having them ready this time of year.
It's time now for our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update. Sean, we are going to be making a change to the top 10.
Yeah, John, we talk about it all year long. There's a reason why we use this criteria. Here's the moment where John could put that criteria up on the board. And the criteria with this award is the same. Every year we put an emphasis on what is happening in crunch time, in money time, in the playoffs. And obviously the farther that you get, the more it helps out your cause. And based on that, John, I think we had no problem at all when some people brought this name up saying, Mr. Lipinski, welcome to the list. This is a guy, you could even call this, if you want, a career achievement award. This guy's had a tremendous career, but he's leading a team that's making a deep run right now. Certainly, he deserves to be there if you look at the totality of his career and if you look at what he's doing right now. So congratulations to Jack Lipinski.
You can cast your vote for Jack and the rest of the top 10 at our website at statechampsnetwork.com. We're going to freeze our top 10 after the quarterfinals, so a player can still get in this race.
Absolutely you can. There's time to make some noise. Coming up, there's some big games all across the state on Wednesday, and that's your first opportunity.
And that was our Warrior Hockey Player of the Year update.
Entering its 26th year of excellence, applications are being accepted right now for the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Michigan Male and Female High School Athlete of the Year Awards. Not everyone qualifies, so listen closely. If you are a recognized first-team All-State athlete in a sport or projected to be one this school year, if you have at least a cumulative 3.0 GPA, and if you have demonstrated leadership through the school or as a community volunteer, we want you to apply. 6 male and 6 female student athletes will be nominated, with each being awarded $1,000 of college scholarship money. The winners will receive $5,000 each. The 26th Michigan High School Athlete of the Year Awards will take place at the incredible Detroit Athletic Club in downtown Detroit the evening of Monday, June 5th, and streamed live on the State Champs Sports Network. Download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com. That's dacathleteoftheyear.com.
It's time now for our Wall Award update brought to you by Warrior Hockey. So, Sean, Levi Piniella from Brighton is going back to the top 10.
Well, here's a perfect example of what we talk about all the time. Just because you go off the list doesn't mean you can't go back on. And Levi's a guy that I think he might be the first guy to say it. You know what? It was a little bit of some ups and downs. In the last month of the year, all you've seen Levi Piniella do is be one of the best goaltenders in the state, and a big reason why Brighton has made yet another run. So Levi Piniella back on the list. To me, John, no-brainer, and a big reason why Brighton is so very dangerous in Division I.
Axel Locust from Calumet is going on the watch list. So, Sean, you want to talk quickly about his career?
Phenomenal career. One of the best we've ever seen. He's a great kid as well. I think much like other family members, he's got a long future in this great game. Every night, that kid gave his team a chance to win, and that's all you can ask for.
You can cast your vote at statechampsnetwork.com. The leading vote getter never gets removed from the top 10, and we will freeze the top 10 after the quarterfinals. And that was our Wall Award update brought to you by Warrior Hockey. All right, we're going to wrap up our regional final preview in Division III. The bracket is on your screen, and Sean, Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Ann Arbor Father Gabriel Green Hills is probably the top regional final on Wednesday.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. And you know what? Clint has done such a great job with this team. He's going to have them ready. They've been ranked all year for a reason. I don't have to justify it anymore. I think they've done a good job. Listen, Orchard Lake had a little bit of a scare. Let's be honest. And this is a team that many people thought, might have what it takes to go all the way in Division III. I know many people, yours truly included, thought that they certainly would find their way back to the USA Hockey Arena. This isn't going to be easy. No doubt about that. I think Clint's going to have the boys ready to go. John, age-old thing, that depth that a team like Orchard Lake St. Mary's can roll out with. How much is that going to be a factor as the second period turns into the third period? That's going to be the storyline to watch in this one.
And the winner of that game could face the winner of Riverview, Gabriel Richard, and Grosse Ile.
Well, and I think that was one that a lot of people are looking at. Grosse Ile, much like Gabriel Richard is a team that they just keep winning. Make no mistake about it. I was telling some of the guys from Riverview Gabriel Richard, they've become the usual suspects in the last couple of years. They really have. They went from one of those teams a couple of years ago where people were going, oh, what a cute little story and everything, to, you know what? Now they are one of the hunted, and certainly Grozeal is going to be doing some hunting.
And with Riverview Gabriel Richard, they show me their playoff flag. It's the peanut butter and jelly.
I think that's outstanding. Yeah, that they've had some fun with that. They're a fun group of guys, and boy, they've been getting it done on the ice.
What do you think about those teams on that other side of the bracket?
Well, Country Day is a team. I keep saying this. There's a playoff pedigree there. There's a championship pedigree there. Liggett has been a team that to me seems to be peaking at the right time. You've seen some ups and downs for them. Bay City Wolves have had themselves a darn good season.
Yeah, Gunnar Weber.
I mean, no doubt about that. I love their Twitter game. Really appreciate all the stuff they do. It's going to be difficult against Flint Powers. The way that Flint Powers finished that season, John, they hurt you in so many ways. You get an opportunity, and they've got a tremendous blue line. They've got one of the best in the state in goal, and then they've got the firepower up front. So listen, it's going to be tough for anybody to beat Flint Powers. EGR, what a great story there. Getting to this point. Good on them. But GRCC is another one of those teams that just keeps going like this, and certainly our rankings have showed it. Bay Reps with an intriguing matchup against Cadillac. John, a lot of people, I think both you and I had Bay Reps coming out on that side. That's going to be a fantastic test. How about Escanaba? It's great to see the Eskimos with a Y make some noise. Sault Ste. Marie is a team. John, I had a couple coaches tell me during the course of the season, hey, keep an eye on this Blue Devil team, and we put them in the rankings. And then Houghton and Hancock. I mean, what more needs to be said? Such a classic matchup. Going across the bridge and everything. This year, certainly Houghton is the prohibitive favorite, but good on Hancock knocking off a tough Calumet team, and a tip of the cap to Axel Locus, who's been one of the best in the state the last few years. It's been a pleasure watching that man. Had a chance to meet him as well. Calumet, not the way that they wanted the season to go, but boy, Axel Locus was outstanding all year long.
As we wrap up our regional final preview here on Hockey Time, Sean, looking at these matchups, the whole state is represented.
Yeah, that's the best part. That's what you want to see. There are some powerhouse teams on the west side. There are some powerhouse teams, obviously, on the east side. Some powerhouse teams in the upper-lower peninsula, and then there are powerhouse teams in the upper peninsula. And the best thing about having this tournament is it gives a team a chance to say, hey, you know what? I feel you guys have overlooked us all year. Not just us, John, but other people. And we think we can go play with anybody. Well, you know what? You've got that opportunity in this format to make some noise, to put your name on the map. So best of luck to everybody out there.
That is it for another edition of State Champs Hockey Time. Good luck to all the teams in the regionals and the quarterfinals on Saturday. Next week's Hockey Time, we'll be previewing the semifinals.
Incredible. I can't believe it's already here. And always such a fun week, John. I love going out to USA and seeing so many familiar faces, and most importantly, seeing the great action on the ice. So we'll see you at the rink.
State Champs Hockey Time is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself.
State Champs Hockey Time is also presented by Alta Equipment Company. Alta knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Warrior Hockey. Find the right Warrior gear for your high school athlete. Visit warrior.com to locate your nearest hockey retailer.
The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For all things Michigan High School hockey, go to the Hub. MIHSHockeyHub.com.
Applications being accepted now for the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Michigan High School Athlete of the Year Awards. 6 males and 6 females will win a $1,000 college scholarship and be invited to the DAC in downtown Detroit on June 5th, 2023 to find out who will be this year's Athlete of the Year. Seniors only, and you can't be nominated if you don't apply. Find out more and download the application at dacathleteoftheyear.com.
The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Ice Mountain is the official spring water of MHSAA hockey. Nominate your high school for the Team of the Week at icerunsdeep.com.